Hi guys, welcome to interviews with the cast of Anne and Green Gables. Emma, you want to explain about your character?
I play Mrs. Barry, who is Diana Barry's mom, and Diana Barry is Anne's best friend. So I'm not a very big character, but I do have the best outfit.
Okay, starting with questions. When did you first get into the performing arts?
I first got into the performing arts when I was in 5th grade, whenever I joined the concert band.
Okay, what was the first musical or play you did here?
The first play that I did was The Big Bad when I was in 7th grade.
And what is your favorite musical?
My favorite musical is definitely The Newsies.
100%. If you could be any character in any musical, who would it be?
I would have to play Eliza from Hamilton because same vocal range, you know.
Have you ever been to Broadway?
I've been outside of the theater, but I haven't been in it.
If you could ever go to Broadway, what would you see?
Definitely Sweeney Todd because they play their own instruments on stage and it's just so good.
Do you want to do anything with theater or music when you graduate?
I'm going to be a music teacher after I graduate, so I'm definitely going to be in music.
And how do you think this weekend's going to go with opening night?
I think it's going to go really good. Everybody's doing really well, and it's just so fun, and it's going to be great.
Okay, and now we have Leah playing Anne. Do you want to explain your character?
So Anne is an orphan who is getting adopted by a set of siblings. She is a very crazy kid, I'd say. A lot of energy. She's very emotional.
Wow. Okay. And when did you first start getting into the performing arts?
When I was 4 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What was your first play or musical here at Westmont?
At Westmont, my first show was Music Man.
What was your first play in general or musical?
The Wizard of Oz.
Wow. Classic. What is your favorite musical?
I'd say Wicked or Newsies.
Newsies is a classic. If you could be any character in any musical, who would it be and why?
I'd say my dream role is probably Matilda from It Fits Me.
It really does. Yeah. Have you ever been to Broadway?
I have. I saw Anastasia on Broadway.
Do you want to do anything with music or theater when you graduate?
Yeah, I've thought about minoring in it, or I've also thought just like community theater and stuff afterwards.
You're a junior.
Yeah, or
So you're a sophomore. So do you have any colleges in mind? I mean, you have time, but like.
I like Penn State, somewhere in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm. And how do you think this weekend's gonna go with opening night?
Pretty good. Every show I've done here has come together last minute.
I think it's a classic at Westmont. It's like a staple.
Yeah, but I think it'll go good as long as everyone tries their best.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, and now we're here with Zach Jones, who's playing Charlie. Zach, you want to explain your character just a little bit?
Yeah, Charlie is a schoolboy, and he is friends with Anne.
All right. When did you first get into the performing arts?
I first got into the performing arts when I was in 8th grade, and I was in orchestra.
What was your first musical or play here at West?
First musical would have been The Music Man, and I was a part of the crew. But the first play I was a part of would have been the American Revolution in 40 Minutes or Less.
What first musical did you have when you were part of the cast?
Audition the musical.
Oh, how lovely. What is your favorite play or musical?
My favorite musical would have to be The Phantom of the Opera.
If you could be any character in any musical, who would it be?
I think I would like to be Sweeney Todd. I'm a big Johnny Depp fan.
Have you ever been to Broadway?
No, but I would like to, so I can see The Phantom of the Opera, because I heard that it's a pretty good show.
Yeah. Do you want to do anything with theater or music when you graduate?
Yeah, I do. The college I plan on going to has a pretty cool music program.
What college?
Seton Hill.
And how do you think this weekend's going to go with opening night?
I think this weekend will be pretty cool, pretty good too. So far, we haven't had ginormous mistakes, so I feel good about that.
All right. Okay, and here we have Saul playing Gilbert. Do you want to explain your character a little bit?
I'm Gilbert Blythe. I am Anne's love interest, That's it.
Okay. With the questions, when did you first get into the performing arts?
5th grade, I joined orchestra.
What was your first play or musical here at Westmont?
This is my first one,
Woohoo! And what was your favorite musical?
The Book of Mormon.
If you could be any character in any musical, who would it be?
I don't know enough about musicals to choose a character, but definitely a popular one.
Okay. And have you ever been to Broadway?
I have not.
If you could go, what would you want to see?
The Book of Mormon.
All right. Do you want to do anything with music or theater when you graduate?
Not really.
What do you want to do when you graduate?
I'm a diplomat.
And how do you think this weekend's going to go with opening night?
I think it's gonna go pretty well.
Okay. There you have it. Okay, so we have Nicole here playing Stacy. You want to explain your character a little bit?
Sure. So Miss Stacy is kind of a controversial character in the play. She moves in, she's the first female teacher, and that causes a little bit of a ruckus.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
So, starting with questions, when did you first get into the performing arts?
I've been a dancer for the past 14 years, but I didn't just join the theater department until last spring.
So what was your first play here at Westmont or musical?
It was Audition the Musical.
Oh,
Yeah.
such not a good way to start out here.
No.
It's really not good.
No.
What is your favorite musical
Of all time, or that
of
we
all
did
time?
here?
Of all time. It's a tough one. There's a lot.
That is a tough one.
There's a heart.
I think maybe. I know this is really basic and like a bad pick, but maybe Grease.
Okay,
like,
Grease is amazing.
Grease really like tipped it off for me when I was younger though, and was like,
100%.
you know what, I want to be a dancer and like
Yeah,
I like singing. And that,
100%.
yeah.
I 100% agree. If you could be any character in any musical, who would it be and why? These are hard questions.
These are really hard questions.
I'm not easy.
Maybe like. No, I would be in Hamilton. Again, I know, a really cliche
Okay,
answer,
Hamilton's amazing.
but like I would want to be in Hamilton.
Hamilton's amazing.
Specifically, a background character though, one of the dancers.
Just one of the dancers.
They just take it all in, and they
do.
really carry the
Like,
story, and
Not
I
like
respect
the
them.
dancers more than the main characters, but the dancers just make it
Literally.
Hamilton.
I agree.
Like all the slow motion things.
Yes.
They make it
yes.
Hamilton.
I want to carry the bullet that kills
they
Hamilton.
keep their hands so still. Like I
Yes.
don't know how they do
Yes,
that.
they're great. Yes.
Brian's been there having no idea what we're talking about. Have you ever been to Broadway?
I have been to Broadway. It wasn't a show on Broadway. It was kind of like a back alley sort of performance, not on. But I saw like the Blue Man Group in New York City. So
If you ever could go into Broadway, what play would you do?
Ooh. Maybe like Funny Girl. Yeah.
Do you want to do anything with theater or music after you graduate?
I would love to keep doing like drop-in dance classes, maybe, because again, I just more recently started doing theater. Dance is like my true passion,
Of course.
so
14 years, you can't just drop out.
right, yeah, for sure. So I can't imagine myself not,
I can't imagine you not dancing either.
or,
Like I think you've been dancing since you could
stretching
walk.
or- yeah, right. So
And how do you think this weekend's gonna go with opening night?
if I'm being honest, I'm a little nervous.
I feel like it's not a Westmont staple if it doesn't come together at the very last
That
week.
is very true.
Like, I feel
That's
like
very true.
Maybe like the last day. Or
everybody
something.
always has pre-show jitters and
or-
uncertainty, but
Breakdown.
this time more than ever,
I feel
I'm
like
very
it's-
excited to see
It's gonna
what the
gonna
final
be
product is.
interesting. I think it'll be
It
interesting.
will be. Yeah. We haven't done a full run through yet of the show,
And
and
opening night's
yeah,
Friday,
yeah.
which is in 2 days.
But come see it. It's gonna be
And
great.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be really good.
Hey, thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Did you give me dancing? I was dancing and you just went go. Okay, Emma, what was the first? Oh shoot, I'm sorry.
So Charlie is a character in Anne of Green Gables. He starts out at like I think like the age of like 13, and then he goes he ages like everyone else.
Like one of the fuzzy mic things, which have like my nails do like this. Oh my gosh, like nail thing. Yeah, like I have like the satisfying nails for that, like the long or like.
My nails are really long.
But I can whisper. Talk real close. I mean, I don't know if this little cover will help that because the cover is not supposed to pick that up.
Oh, weird.
What?
Leave. Get off.
Take what off? The cover. Oh, yeah. This is supposed to help not. So if I do this, and now if I whisper.